Today I'm here in Ireland at the Blarney Castle, known for the world-famous Blarney Stone. I'm here to explore this beautiful medieval castle, which dates back to the 15th century and is remarkably well preserved. I'll be taking you with me as we explore the grounds, the watchtower, the ruins of a late 18th century Gothic mansion known as the Court, and of course, no tour would be complete without a visit to the underground dungeon. So, join me, won't you, as we explore Blarney Castle. The grounds surrounding the castle are divided into many different gardens, all connected by winding paths, bridges, and boardwalks. The oldest trees at Blarney Castle are a group of 3 yews, which are roughly 600 years old, and grow in an area known as the Witch's Kitchen. Legend has it, this is where the Witch of Blarney Castle resides. There is even a poison garden, which contains a collection of poisonous plants from all over the world, such as wolfsbane, mandrake, ricin, opium, and cannabis. From here, we have a view of one of the watchtowers. Let's head over there and take a look inside. A castle's watchtower acts as the first line of defense, offering an elevated 360-degree view from which encroaching enemies could be spotted miles away. Let's take a look inside. Wow, it's amazing to think these stone structures are nearly 600 years old, and they were certainly built to last. Just look how thick those walls are. In fact, the thickest walls of the castle itself are nearly 18 feet thick. Today, we can see how nature has begun to reclaim these towers. The warm sunlight and lush green moss contrast beautifully with the cold, rigid stone. Now, just across the way, we can check out the ruins of a mansion that was added to the castle in later years. Against the east wall of the castle, you can see the ruins of a late 18th century Gothic mansion known as the Court, which was built in the year 1739 by the Jeffreys, the family who bought the castle in the year 1703. Although it was a grand residence, 3 stories high with casement windows facing east, they found it rather uncomfortable to live in, so they moved out not long after its completion. In later years, through the late part of the 18th century, it was a thriving and lively country house. Sadly, though, it was destroyed by fire in the year 1820. Alright, let's check out the dungeon. Beneath the castle, there is a labyrinth of underground passages, dating back to different time periods in the castle's history. Although many of these passages are now inaccessible, it is believed this was once the castle prison. Right now, we are directly underneath Blarney Castle. As you can see, it gets pretty narrow the further in you go. Just around the corner there is a dead end where the tunnel has caved in. I can't help but wonder what lies beyond. Besides the dungeon, there are many other openings underneath the castle, such as this room, which appears to be some sort of storage house. And later, I'll be taking you inside the cave system, which we can enter through the grassy knoll just on the edge of the castle. Blarney Castle is a medieval stronghold in Blarney, near Cork, Ireland. The castle originally dates back before the year 1200, when a timber house was believed to have been built on this site. However, no evidence of this remains today. Around the year 1210, the timber house was replaced by a stone fortification, which was destroyed in 1446, at which time construction of Blarney Castle began. Blarney Castle sits directly on an 8-meter cliff of rock, which formed the quarry for building the castle. The casement window, which projects out from the wall, would be the Earl's bedchamber. The large square holes under this window are the outlets for the garter-robe, a medieval term for bathroom. The seam you see running down the middle of the wall shows that the castle was built in 2 stages. The exterior of the castle today is natural stone. However, originally, these walls would have been whitewashed. The main attraction here at Blarney Castle is of course the world-famous Blarney Stone, way up there. Kiss it, they say, and you will be granted with the gift of gab. In order to make it up there, though, you need to enter through the castle and work your way up the winding staircase which follows the perimeter of the 4 walls. I, however, do not want to stand in line for over an hour to kiss some old dirty rock that has had a million lips on it before mine. Now, let's head inside the castle and take a look around. Once again, we see how nature is slowly reclaiming this once impenetrable fortress. Often, when we hear the word castle, our minds imagine a king and a queen living in an architecturally beautiful building draped in luxury. This, however, is not the case. A castle, by definition, is a large building, typically of the medieval period, fortified against attack with thick walls, battlements, and towers. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there's a cave system running underneath the castle gardens. Let's head over there and check it out. Here we see the entrance to Badger's Cave, through the grassy knoll on the other side of the castle gardens. It is thought that this cave was used as an escape route when the castle was under siege. Legend has it, the cave forks off into 3 different directions, which can lead for miles into nearby towns. Much like the dungeon, though, these caves are mostly inaccessible today. Another notable building on the grounds of Blarney Castle is this mansion, which was built in the year 1874. I believe it is occupied by the family who owns Blarney Castle and the land on which it sits. Tours of the mansion are available, however we did not go inside. Now, as we finish up our tour, I'd like to leave you with a traditional Irish blessing. And if you stick around to the end of the video, you may just catch a glimpse of a medieval dragon. May the Irish hills caress you. May her lakes and rivers bless you. May the luck of the Irish enfold you. May the blessings of St. Patrick behold you. May there always be work for your hands to do. May your purse always hold a coin or 2. May the sun always shine warm on your window pane. And may a rainbow be certain to follow each rain. May you live as long as you want, and never want as long as you live. May the luck of the Irish lead to happiest heights, and the highway you travel be lined with green lights. May your troubles be less, and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness comes through your door. Wherever you go, and whatever you do, may the luck of the Irish be there with you. Once again, thanks for watching. Now, let's check out that medieval dragon.